Welcome to the Take It Home podcast so bad we really should just take it home. I am one of your hosts, Doc Simmons. You can find me on all social media at DocSimmons17. We got the gaggle of good-looking men here tonight. I'll give a hot tag to my partner and introduce yourself.
Yes, sir. Zach Hendricks. Find me on all social media at Z Hendricks Brand. And of course, look up Country Air at Country Air Official on Facebook and Instagram, and Country Air Brand on Twitter. And I'll pass it off to the world famous referee.
Hey, what's up, guys? Referee Perch. You can find me at Perch XLV, pound sign for the ref brand, and Waffles. Take It Home podcast.
Waffles. How was the breakfast hunt this weekend, fellas?
I went down on a journey to the land of the Waffle House. I had so many waffles from the Waffle House over the course of 24 hours. It was incredible.
Did it just happen to be close to the venue or hotel?
Close enough for
close
me to
enough make it worth it.
Close enough to make it worth it. One trip at about 2 a.m, and the next trip the next day at about 1 p.m. Needed some waffles for the ride. No syrup, no nothing, just plain.
Went to Hubbard Diner out here. What did I have? I had some French toast. It was very good. That was very good. K-Dot's been making French toast lately. Don't think it was better than hers, but it definitely hit the spot.
I just had some eggs and toast.
Okay. Can't go wrong with that. I'm a big toast guy. Whoever was like, you know what? Cook that bread again. Genius. Right. And we'll go ahead and kick it to our musical genius, Perch. What's that banger of the week?
Damn, banger of the week. This song is an oldie but a goodie, but it came from doing a little bit of research. I heard someone mention today the name Danny Elfman. The name instantly popped up because I've seen his name on credits before for like TV shows. It's the musical composer, the dude who makes the Tales from the Crypt song. He did a lot of the Batman from the 80s and the 90s, all those themes. He did the Simpsons theme song, Nightmare Before Christmas. So this guy was like all over the credits growing up. So it was a name I had remembered. And then someone mentioned the band that he was in the 80s, in a total 80s band. I don't think they ever made it out of the 80s, but he sure did. And I had to pick the banger of the band too. Song Dead Man's Party by Oingo Boingo.
Oh.
Now that's a throwback.
Oh my God. Do not think I've heard this song. Maybe I have.
It fits because we're just after Halloween here. Yeah, this song was probably in like a handful of 80s movies back in the day, party scenes and Halloween stuff. And yeah, this song is a certified banger. And I don't think the band survived much out of the 80s. But
for my nerds, my anime nerds out here, once you heard the name Oingo Boingo, you know that yes, that band did make it out of the 80s in comic book form.
Yeah.
So yes. Count on JoJo's Bizarre Adventure for the most random things. But yes, Oingo Boingo, that reference is a very important character, actually. It's one of those things, like, I knew it was because it's just this thing, like everything's a freaking musical reference, and so I obviously knew, like, all right, Oingo Boingo is a musical reference, but you have connected the pieces for me. So yes, they did make it out of the 80s. They made it into the 2010s, actually.
Oh, that's great to hear. Great to hear. Yeah, definitely a banger. Put that one on, and it feels like I'm in a 1980s movie.
Yeah, it definitely had that like beginning where what's that like Take On Me video would probably be like an appropriate music video style for this.
Uh-huh. Classic.
Awesome. All right, fellas. What have we been watching? I've only done watching. So I'll go first. Started Scream 3, which is I had never seen. I think we got like an hour left into it. Um, it's weird because it feels like this is a parody of itself. So I enjoy it very much differently than the first two. But good. Enjoying going through this Scream run, Scream 3. Can't wait to see how it ends. It's this is the first one where I haven't seen it. That was awesome. Watched a couple wrestling matches. I had to watch Uncharted Territory season 5 just started. So watch Marcus Mathers versus Dylan McKay earlier. I haven't finished that show, but I heard the ending is wild. So looking forward to that. I watched AEW last week, which was of course amazing show. Um, I have been on a Dragon Kid kick lately from Dragon Gate. So him versus Ricochet and him versus Pac were on the menu, and just oh man, the indies then were just a different time. Like those top guys on the indies then just it's like who would have known how far they came. And actually, did a little research on Dragon Kid. Always been a fan. You see his stuff um pop up all the time when they talk about like best high flyers stuff, I guess like the last 10 years. But so good, so good. But yeah, just random stuff here or there. Rewatching some of our matches and just getting ready for this return. What about you, Zach? What have you watched?
I watched Raw yesterday. Got that Uverse password so I can start watching wrestling live. So watched Raw. Got to watch the ending with Sami Zayn versus Seth Rollins. Very intriguing for a random world title match on Raw. Made you think that Damian Priest might come out and cash in, but I thought it was a good match. I'm wondering how long they're going to do this Seth Rollins back injury, but I mean, I thought overall great show. Alpha Academy Otis is out here. Him and Nakamura, I think is going to be super entertaining.
Yeah, I wish Tozawa would have maybe gotten a little bit more, but that's just because I really love Tozawa. But he showed out.
Yeah, I was hoping Tozawa, yeah, agreed. But at least he's getting something now after all this time.
Yeah.
Um,
What is your opinion on Adam Pierce's War Games call?
how he like announced it.
Yeah, because
I
like,
mean,
you got to compare it to Regal.
it's never as this. I don't feel like the sequels are any better than the prequel.
Okay.
I was always loving William Regal doing it, but I thought Adam Pearson. I didn't think nothing of it, but I didn't put much thought into it until you just asked me now. So
Yeah. Yeah. Well, at least that means it. You didn't think it was horrible. I enjoyed it. I think Regal's got also the history of doing it for a couple of years. So if Pierce sticks around and he's the one making that call, if he wants to do it that intense, I'm down with it.
yeah, I'm just glad it wasn't like. So guys, we're gonna have war games.
Yeah, yeah. He didn't like fave it or anything. Nah, he put his all into it. Yeah, put his touch on it, and I enjoyed it.
Yes, sir. Uh, I know you watched it. I don't know if Perch watched it, but I watched Crown Jewel.
Yes, I did watch Crown Jewel, or at least most
Uh,
of Crown Jewel.
Perch, did you watch it?
No.
Um, Logan Paul proving why he's one of the best celebrity wrestlers. That
Yep.
save,
Yep.
that save was
I'm gonna disagree with you there, brother.
why.
Uh, because if he's not there, Ray just lands on his belly.
Wow. Well, he made him look like he was
Like the reason
self-prepared.
why it looks so dangerous is because he's late to get there.
Oh, well, that's
But
fine.
I do think he put on a good show. And I do think he is, as much as I love me some Bad Bunny, he's building that resume that yeah, he might be the best celebrity wrestler.
I had a feeling he was going to win the belt, especially when they announced Logan Paul 96 million followers. I was like, yeah,
Yeah. No.
but
I'll be interested to see what he does with it. I think he can definitely, given the time, give it that Miz Intercontinental shine. I can see that.
agreed. Um, what did you think about McIntyre and Rollins?
Um, I enjoyed it. I like, I guess, more so the post match, McIntyre and Rhea. But I think McIntyre has been great since he's come back, and I don't think he's had a match that I haven't more than enjoyed.
Yeah, I agree. And I'm like very interested, especially with like Raw, where he showed up and just left, like seeing where that comes from. Like, I wouldn't mind seeing a heel McIntyre.
Yep, full on heel. But the countdown is fun to the Claymore. So
Yeah, but I don't like the countdown because I feel like you heard 3, 2, 1. Wouldn't you know to get out of the way?
yeah, yeah. But I would say the same thing for the people's elbow.
Yeah. Um, I thought the LA Knight match with Roman was really good. The LA Knight should be the champion. Just calling it.
Mhm.
You know, I
Well,
remember.
there are plenty of pay-per-views left.
No, I know. Yeah, they're not. I mean, if he doesn't lose at WrestleMania this year, well, does that have to wait till WrestleMania next year?
Next year, yeah. That's like that's kind of the cutoff point.
Yeah, if it's gonna happen, I feel like it's a Mania.
Yeah.
But yeah. Besides that, I did watch the new Simpsons Treehouse of Horror. Got to watch it live.
Oh, yeah.
Super pumped. A lot. First story was about NFTs.
Oh,
Second
okay.
story. Second story is the best story out of the 3 episodes. Um, it plays off an old episode from 1993, and
Mm-hmm.
and it's just good. I don't want to say much because if I say anything, it might ruin it.
Okay, yeah. Well, I was
But
definitely
then the
watching in
last,
'93, and I enjoyed the one last year. So I get
you were, and like, yeah, I think you would remember this, like the playoff, the one they're playing off of. Then the last one's just fun, but it's super, just entertaining. So yeah, it was cool to watch it live. But yeah, was super pumped and I had to make sure I watched that. And I watched it again today.
all right. Perch, what you been watching?
Man, to start off, first time in 4 weeks, football team won this week. We'll keep it brief, but it was nice. It was getting gloomy, and past couple of years have been that way. But first time in 4 weeks, I don't get to enjoy every game like I used to. So this time I was able to watch with the fam. It was ugly, but we got the job done, so it was wonderful. I'm still riding high off of that
Yes,
one.
you did. But yes, you did.
Um, AEW last week was so good. I enjoyed it a lot. The theme with MJF going back and looking for partners the whole
Good
time.
time.
That
Yep.
was so good. I
And
enjoyed it.
having to finally cave.
Oh, it was great. And he goes to Kenny and Jericho's there and kicks him out. He goes to Darby Allin's room and just writes on it. He
Emo
goes to
bitch.
everybody. I love that all is lost moment too, and he turns down the acclaim one last time and he looks up and there's the Jay Lethal and Satnam
Yep.
and Sanjay and Jarrett's. Oh my god, that was the funniest damn thing. They were the complete oddities. Like they they stacked that perfectly. So like by the last little bit that they got out of it was so well done. I was dying laughing by the time that camera pulls up and you see those guys. Not a word had to be said.
Nope.
It was done so beautifully.
Yeah, that was good.
Um,
Who says
love to see.
AEW can't tell stories?
Oh man, that was great. I really enjoyed every moment of it. Um, And then on the flip side of things, it got real with Edge up in there and Christian coming out and sending the crew on him. And then Edge coming through and hitting that spear and telling Sting that he's going to be there. That was pretty cool. Those are good two different sides of a coin. You know, you have
Yeah.
storytelling, lighthearted, and set up throughout the whole show. And then you have one of those that's really runneth over from, could be decades, but
Yeah.
at least weeks that's been building. So
like Christian's run right now in AEW is definitely one of my favorite of his runs. Just like he's almost like that neighbor that you just hate.
oh yeah, just well done. He knows what to say and doesn't waste any movement in there.
Just that asshole neighbor.
Jericho and Kenny O teaming up against old Angelo and
2.0.
Danny Magic.
Yeah, Danny Magic.
Yep. That was a good match. Hard hitting. Love to see Jericho and Kenny teaming up. That's
Together.
awesome. Awesome. They've had bad blood, but when it comes time to turn it on, they turn it on. And really enjoyed how that one broke out. You know, people coming in and all hell breaking loose. And then Jericho coming out and saying, "We've got a partner." And it's old Big Show. Captain Insano. And then Kenny
I
saying,
hope
"We've
he
got a
comes
partner."
in the Captain Insano gimmick.
Oh, so good. And then Kenny
Or
saying
we
he's got a
get some
part.
of it in that match. They could always do a camera cut, give him some time.
Oh yeah, I really enjoyed. That was well done. And then Kota Ibushi coming through too, and Kenny said him. That was awesome. So that'll be a fun matchup coming up. Uh, Hikaru Shida and Willow had a good match too. Really like that. Thought Willow had a damn good chance in that thing. Back and forth, really good. Love Shida as a champion. She's very fun to watch. And the other girls who fight up to her, they put on good matches and exciting finish stretches to those matches. I really enjoy. Also caught this weekend, Friday the 13th, part 5, I think. Pretty good one. Really enjoy it. It's got the dad from Back to the Future in it.
Oh, okay.
Good action. I've been ripping through some Friday the 13th before bed lately, and they're great. I really enjoy.
I think I've only seen the first one, Jason X, and Freddy vs. Jason.
Some good ones.
Yeah.
Some good ones. Nothing beats the ending of that first one, though. Holy smokes. But yeah, these ones are good. There's a spear gun moment that happened in the movie before, but they recap it in the beginning. So I saw it a few weeks earlier and saw it again, and this one was like, yeah, he doesn't miss. And then caught for the first time ever, 10 Things I Hate About You.
Oh,
damn good movie.
Yes, sir.
That one hits. That one hits on all levels. Great actors.
Was that after you brought up She's All That?
Oh yeah.
And then you started just going through that run.
It's definitely been after I brought up She's All That. That was a few weeks ago. Love that one too. But yeah, this one, 10 Things I Hate About You. Another classic rom-com from those early 2000s, probably 99 for this one. Heath Ledger, as good as it gets. My God, if you don't feel for him as an actor in that movie. Yeah, love it.
That, you got to think back, like, this was his run of type of movies before Joker. So, like, you kind of understand, like, why people were, like, hesitant, but, that just solidified him as, like, oh, man, we were really missing out on recognizing how good this guy was.
Oh, so good. Good emotion. And that movie was so good. I love those old school ones. And yeah, give me more of those 90s rom-coms. They are so good. We were talking about Matthew Lillard last time.
Yep.
And yeah, that was great. That was great. She's All That. Another good movie. Yeah, I'm a sucker for that era.
Yeah. It was a great era to pick. Great era to pick. I'd be a sucker for hearing what you guys did this past weekend. Because I was home and I told you everything I did. played some video games on top of that. But besides that, resting up the knee. Perch, why don't we kick it back to you? What did you do this weekend?
Yeah, this weekend, Game Changer Wrestling came to St. Louis. We were at Pop's nightclub in Sauget, Illinois, and had an absolute blast. First match I had was a damn good one with Davey Bang and August Matthews from Freelance Faithful, taking on Gabe Kidd and Alex Coughlin, the War Dogs. Wow, watching the Bang Bros fight up to the War Dogs in that match was incredible. A lot of heart, a lot of spirit, a lot of fast-paced, hard-hitting action. Great matchup between them. Coughlin is about as put together as a wrestler can get,
Yep.
and very sound, very sound. And Gabe is phenomenal just as well, very intense. He brings that intensity. Match started where the Bang Bros came out and they got jumped during their entrance. Next thing you knew, Gabe Kidd was pile driving Davey Bang onto the stage. Boom. It's like, whoa, the all is lost moment. Phenomenal. Hell of a match. Very fun to work with. Love to learn from experience in the New Japan guys. It's a great style, and it's a lot about how you carry yourself inside the ring as well as outside the ring too, and having respect for your own work and showing respect to others' work. Yeah, it really comes across in the performances they put on. Very fun match. The next one I had was Santana Jackson against Dan the Dad.
Saw some clips of that one. That looked very fun.
Yeah, they put on a banger. Santana Jackson got to work with him a handful of times this year. And this one was very fun with Dan the Dad being in there. A couple of good characters and giving it everything they can. And I called it right down the middle. No shenanigans out of me, and called her straight. Very fun match. That moonwalk DDT is something else.
Yeah, that's so smooth.
I've never seen the Thriller Santana Jackson come out yet. I've never been present. I've seen it at a show, but never been in the match.
In the match, yeah.
It didn't happen here either. So we're on a streak of when we're around, the Thriller doesn't come out.
Oh no,
it's all right. Save it for the right occasion if it happens.
Yep. Yeah. I mean, I do think he like had just done it like in that Bailey or just done it with Bailey.
The night after he did.
Oh, okay. So
yeah, he did it with JTG a couple weeks ago in LA.
That's what it was.
But yeah, I love it. I'll be thinking about Vincent Price singing that voiceover.
Oh shit, yeah, that is him.
And then the next match I had of the night was Masha Slamovich against Joey Janela. Those two went at it, probably about 20 minutes of hard-hitting, impactful wrestling. Lots of moves, lots of intensity. Those two left it all out there on the canvas for that St. Louis crowd. I reached out to both of them the next day, just sending my best and hoping they were feeling well because they really gave it everything they had. And yeah, they were both doing well and thankful. So good all around, great performance, great match, great night. A bunch of us went out to the old Waffle House that night too and enjoyed. It was a blast. Good time out in St. Louis. And then the match of that night that I got to watch, Gringo Loco against Speedball Mike Bailey. Phenomenal. Those two are on a different level right now, and to see them collide in that kind of a matchup was phenomenal. Definitely worth checking out.
Nice. Sounds awesome. And Mr. Single Star, Zach, what did you do this past weekend, brother?
Yeah, this weekend I was able to hop on a Raging Riches show out in I forgot the Expo Center.
I mean, I remember it, but I don't know how to pronounce it. It's another one of those Wisconsin.
Yeah, it's like a W, one of those weird W, but I thought it was just gonna be a regular.
And 2 U's.
Yeah. Let me look it up real quick.
It's like Wanaka.
Where is the poster? Yeah, Wapaka.
Oh, Wapaka.
Yeah, Wapaka Expo Center. I thought it was like a regular Expo Center, maybe. No, it was an ice rink. It was super cold, bro. It was
Like
warmer to wrestle outside. I've never been more grateful for the country air sweatpants in my life.
yeah.
Uh, got to wear those. Wrestled Garrison Creed. Had a good match. Unfortunately, did not pick up the W. Got an L, but the match ended and I got back in the locker room and I was nice and warm.
And that's what's important. Like,
Yes.
unfreeze those nips.
Yes, sir. And then the next day, woke up early, met up with Wah Mang, and we drove out to Troy, Missouri to Harley Races Academy for World League Wrestling.
Hell yeah.
Uh, super cool experience. Nothing less, but like what to expect. But like when you walked into the academy, it was amazing. You walk into the side door, turn left, and there's like a little weight room. There was a practice ring with a crash pad. There's all the training camps that have been on there, photos on the wall. You can see Bruiser in the 2007 training camp front and center. Um, there's a lot of signed posters, like from like Stone Cold and all that, like thanking Harley Race for what he's done. You get to walk as you walk through the room. There's a promo room with cameras, lights, and like a backdrop so you can cut promos. And if you continue through, you're in Gorilla with the office where it has all the match cards, upcoming events, who's on the upcoming events, just the camera, like where all the cameras are at, music, everything, just super cool setup. A lot of Carly race quotes. And as you walk through, like the curtain, in the venue where you have the ring already set up, the guardrail, the chairs, merch tables, photos of graduates on the wall. It was super cool. And then yeah, I got to open the show wrestling Camaro Jackson.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, it was what you expected. Two big men smacking meat. Camaro was a big boy, was able to give him a DVD and got a little overzealous though and went for an elbow drop off the top. And I missed and got a clothesline from Camaro Jackson, getting hit from Camaro. And 1, 2, 3. I lost, went 0-2 this weekend.
Yeah. But sounds like it was a ton of fun though.
Oh yeah, super fun. Chris Adonis got to watch it. Got to hang out with him. Got a lot of good feedback. He kind of remembered who I was. He liked my shoes. Big shoe guy. Loved the purple. So yeah, super cool. You do these time on the road. You bump into people, and it's nice when you get remembered because you're no big deal.
Yep.
But yeah,
Speaking of him, I did because World League posted a triple threat with him and Bruiser and somebody else. I did watch a bit of that. So,
oh, I'll have to watch that one.
yep. It was good stuff. Good stuff. Awesome, guys. Sounds like it was fun. Can't wait to join you guys again. Getting Nancy, getting Nancy. But why don't we go ahead and move on to the topic for tonight? Ooh, you're seeing, I feel like more than ever, a lot more pay-per-views happen all over the world. They just announced or is it Survivor Series or Australia's getting a pay-per-view coming here soon. So I wanted to ask if you could take a pay-per-view and hold it anywhere in the world, in any venue, any pay-per-view, what would that be? We can start off with Mav's answer, which would be the Great American Bash in Saudi Arabia. Um, I'm sure that would go over well. Well, why don't we kick it to you, Zach?
You guys can go first.
Oh, okay,
I
I mean,
don't want to be modest.
okay, I can go first. For me, I think it would have to be Halloween Havoc held at
See,
Dracula's castle in Bran, Romania. I think that Scarlett and Shotzi have done a wonderful job as hosts these past 2 years, and I think they would have a hell of a time if they got to do it in Dracula's castle out there in that area. I think the atmosphere would be amazing. And like, when's the last time you heard of a wrestling show in Romania? Perch. What do you got, brother? You got to unmute yourself. Perch.
Oh yeah, true that. I think we'd be doing all the independent shows around Transylvania and the surrounding cities around that time.
Yeah.
We'd be reffing all up in those small towns.
Yeah, that'd be a fun one. Yeah. I mean, it's always fun to go to those towns that you think like probably don't have a lot of entertainment. And they're always so appreciative of it when it comes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think the one I would do, this one is a no-brainer. It's been on my mind since they started doing these shows, and it's something that wouldn't happen uh, unless a scenario such as this was brought up, and it was a it was a create our own. We would have WrestleMania at Lambeau Field, right up there in Green Bay, Wisconsin, on a beautiful day. Yeah, we'd set up the big show 2 nights, Lambeau. Yeah, I can't even tell you how heartwarming that would be to see WrestleMania taking place.
Like, it would be so dope at Lambeau. I'll give you that. It would be so dope at Lambeau, but yeah, there's no way. Unless,
too cold.
unless global warming hurries its ass up.
No,
in
no,
our
no. There's
lifetime.
no way.
There's
It's
no
a town that small, in the middle of nowhere. No way it would happen. But in this scenario, you're damn right it's gonna happen.
Yeah,
So yeah, we'd have it done right there with the Ring of Honor, and they'd put up all the maybe all the inductees into the Hall of Fame right up on there too, next to Reggie White and Brett Favre, and maybe by that time Aaron Rodgers' name will be up on the Ring of Honor, and then you'd see the modern induction guys. Well, you'd put Great Muda right up there too, of course, right next to Favre and Aaron.
This is your dream pay-per-view, baby. You can put whoever you
Yeah,
want under there.
it would be Reggie White, Brett Favre, Great Muda, Aaron Rodgers, Rey Mysterio. I would make sure those names are very close to one another.
Okay.
And yeah, it would be incredible. 2 days at Lambeau Field, WrestleMania.
Nice.
In my mind, it's happening.
All right. No, yeah, I would enjoy seeing a WrestleMania at Lambeau, but yeah, that one's a tough sell. That's a tough sell.
Better chance having a Halloween Havoc at Transylvania.
Yeah, but yeah, probably.
I bet they're pretty close to the same odds.
Yeah.
Not much more of a chance either way.
Yeah. Yeah, not much more, but just enough. Zach, what about you? You ready?
Yeah, so like that's funny because I was thinking Halloween Havoc, and I was also thinking something scary like Transylvania, and I was like, hold on, is Transylvania real? So that's why I said, hold up. So me and you
Okay.
were on the same mind wave. And I was
Yep.
like, oh, selfish purposes when we're all big stars and working for WWE or something, WrestleMania in Wisconsin. So when we're there, we have the home crowd advantage.
Yeah.
And then that was taken. So you know what? We're just gonna be company, man. Dysfunction somehow got a buttload of money over traveling. He got some big stars too, so we're like, he's bringing some of the ICW crew, and we're bringing the 420 Classic out to Amsterdam.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he brought his original crew, and then there's some big names he's flying out. The Rascals have to be on it. And then they have to wrestle the ICW Tag Team Champions, probably currently at Country Air at that point. Yeah, stuff in that nature. So we're going to take ICW Milwaukee, a little worldwide 420 Classic at Amsterdam. Start time 420 sharp.
Nice. No, yeah, that would be a fun one too. I
Shout out to Armando Alvarez for funding it.
Here's the thing that I feel makes that one hard to pull off is not Kurt running into a bunch of money. It's Kurt willing to travel that far.
Well, like Kirk can run it from Milwaukee, like just
Yeah.
trust me. But I'm
Like,
just saying, Armando Alvarez out here funding the whole trip. Uh, Big Stepper, appreciate him.
but no, yeah, I'd be down with that. Um, I mean, yeah, 420 Cup somewhere else. That'd be a good one to put on the road for sure. Any of these big ones. No, yeah, these are all fun. Fun and equally impossible for for very different reasons. But yeah, love it all, love it all. I think it is about time we start winding down and talk about what we got coming up this weekend. I can go first again because mine is boring. I will be resting. That'll be mostly what I'm doing this weekend. Got some house things to take care of and be an adult, but mostly just resting up this knee. Looking forward to trying to come back next week. That is my hope. Zach, what do you have this week?
I'm debuting on the couch this weekend. Nice rest and relax weekend. We'll be out to Absolute Pro Wrestling when Doc's fully healed. I know we talked to him. They said they do want us back. If you're in the area or anything, go check out that show. We were supposed to wrestle the tag belts, but their understanding of injuries and all that. But still, just want to shout out them because we always like to advertise the shows we are on. So
Yep,
yeah, if
and
you're in the area,
actually, it was a good time. Shout out all the promotions who have been very understanding. Magnum, as well. Um,
World League
World League, um, Fourth
zero
Wall,
one
01. Yes, for all you guys being very understanding.
ICW.
ICW, yeah. This has been a rough time for me, but I really appreciate you guys being understanding and not just cutting ties with us because I suffered an injury. I feel like as wrestlers, we are always afraid of being not available. So this has been good.
Well, the old saying like, yeah, wrestling doesn't need you, so that's always that worry.
Yep. And we all know the best ability is availability. So
Yeah, no, but yeah, thank you for everyone. It was always like, even the ones that heard checked in, it wasn't even like worried about the date, just check in and said, just let us know.
no,
Not a big deal. It
yep,
wasn't
and
even worried about their show. It was more worried about Doc's health. It was more like, hey, when you guys are healthy, you'll be back.
yep. And yeah, everybody who sent me messages, like Zeesh, and the summit, just checking in on me, making sure I do really appreciate that. And last but not least, the healthy one, Perch. What do you got?
Yeah, it's going to be a fun week. We're kicking things off Thursday night at Freelance Wrestling. We're back at the Emporium Arcade, where I can personally thank the Emporium Arcade for supporting me with all the coins I needed to knock Trevor's block off at the last Freelance show. So I'm really excited. Play some Blitz, some NBA Jam, some pinball, and referee some of the most incredible pro wrestling. Yeah, that'll be a really fun time on IWTV. And then on Sunday, heading out to New Jersey for Jersey Championship Wrestling. And that's an awesome looking card as it is. I think that one in the past has been on YouTube. So I'm hoping it'll be on YouTube again and available to watch right away. Phenomenal lineup for that JCW card coming up.
Yeah, I think they just announced Bang Bros versus Wasted Youth. So I'll be keeping a close eye on that one.
Beautiful. A lot of good people in the house for that show.
So, and I think with that, it's about time we take it home. So, Zach, final thoughts or questions?
To the tag teams that have wrestled us, to the ones who have locked up a Doc, give him a hug. Make sure he's okay. There's a lot of tag teams getting injured nowadays.
Yeah.
Just Levy Cruz, I hope you have a speedy recovery with your knee. Devo Knight with your shoulder. I heard that Cass Carter might have been hurt, so hope for a speedy recovery. I apologize for each one of you for locking up with Doc and he's cursed.
Yep, and
Uh,
just getting All
Chuko,
niggas
please.
banged up.
Chuko, check on Jay Manny. Wabing, check on Josiah.
Yeah.
You know what? Check on everyone. We beat
Yeah.
him. No,
Yeah.
I'm just no, it was just crazy. Like, just finding out the amount of like people injured, and then just the joke being that everyone is in the tag team. So, yeah, as Doc would say, I'm kind of stealing his line, but stay safe and healthy.
Yep. No. Yeah. Perch. Final thoughts or questions?
Yeah, continue to support pro wrestling. Lots of great stuff out there. And yeah, stay healthy and best wishes to everybody, including DOC, making it through recovery. We have a pro wrestling community that we'd like to be a part of and contribute, and it's really built there for us to have when we need it. We experience the highs together, we experience the lows together, but we're really there for one another to help keep each other going down the road and staying strong.
Hell yeah. And I mean, I don't think I need to say much because everybody stole my line. So follow us on all social medias. Tell promotions to book us. I'm coming back, I promise. Down below, why don't you tell us if you could take a pay-per-view and put it anywhere in the world, where would it be? I think we had some fun answers tonight. This has been the Take It Home podcast. Y'all be easy. 1